Another different menu is Edit Mesh. Under Edit Mesh, Bevel, Bridge, and Extrude are the one that maybe uses the most. Definitely all of them are helpful, but you get to that point while you are doing your 3D modeling. So Extrude is the one that I tried it, and I told you the short key is Command E. As I mentioned again, for the extrude, you can extrude something based on the scale, or you can extrude it based on the size, and you can select different components. For example, if I go to face, and if I only choose, for example, this face, the inside face, and do the Command E, that's the extrude, and you can do it based on the different angles. You can play around with the extrude and change the position or the scale of the component that you select. So basically you can extrude in or out. As you can see, like I played around, which is I can do it here too in the viewport. As it gets black, it means you're doing it like the reverse side, which is like better to not do something like in a black, because you're reversing your faces. So everything needs to go to the gray color. You can extrude all objects components, and you keep faces together when we have multiple faces. I mean, like, this is not the case at this point because I only selected one face. When you do it like with different faces together, so and you can extrude on top of the extrude too. So for example, I do again Command E and I change the scale here. No, what I can do, for example, on this part, I change the offset just for this face. You can see, and now for example, I first changed the offset because I didn't want to do it like based on the edge. I wanted to have some sort of thickness. And right now again I do, for example, Command T on top, but I'm just like doing like extrude on top of extrude by doing more Command E, but at the same time I'm doing affecting same face. So I change the scale, and for example I do it like in and out. As you can see right now I'm just like moving. As I also can like move the whole like the yellow square, which like affecting the whole axis. Even I can do the scale. If I click, I see that blue cube in the middle, which is like I'm doing it with the whole axis, changing the scale of the whole axis. For example, if I select that face, hold shift, this face, I rotate it and hold shift and select the other one too. Right now you see I only select these two faces. Okay, do Command E, I add a little bit offset, and then like you see, like in a symmetrical way I'm trying to like extrude, so I extrude in that side but also the other side too in a symmetrical way. And I go back to the object mode, and as you can see, okay, one other option is bevel. Bevel basically creates more smooth corners or edges for you instead of having like a really hard edges, and it only works with edge or face. So other components like the object mode or like vertices is not working. So you need to make sure that when you want to create bevel, you choose face or edge. So at this point, for example, I want to create a bevel for these 4 edges. So what I can do, I select that one, hold shift and double click. You see it like create a loop, but I want to do the other side too, so I hold the shift, again double click, it creates that loop for me. It doesn't affect other loops, it's like based on the loop that it goes. So symmetrically I just like selected 2 sides and I want to add a bevel. So I go here, I edit, reset the tool. So when I click on it, when I do the bevel, it brings up the option for me, and you can change the segment, the depth, the fraction. So as you can see, like as I add more segments, it means basically I add more details to make it more smooth. As you can see right now, there is a beveled edge, which is like a smoother and softer edge that's created with bevel.